everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today is an exciting video. For one thing, it's my first video in months because it's the first time I've been home alone in months. Yes, I'm going a little bit insane, but exciting news. So at the beginning of quarantine, my sister decided that she didn't want this shelf that you're currently looking at to be her DVD shelf anymore. She wanted to stick away her DVDs until she gets her own place or whatever, and so she's like, here, you can put all of your manga here. So now basically all of my manga is on this shelf right in front of you, and I have so much more room. The only manga that isn't on this shelf is my Full Metal Alchemist manga and stuff, which is all the way on the other side of the room, and I call it my Full Metal Alchemist shrine, and I might have a separate video for that. But here we have my Full Metal Alchemist, my manga shelf, and I figured I'd do an updated manga shelf tour. This is not all of my manga. I do have some manga put away because I just didn't want it out. I was kind of tired of looking at it, and I wasn't sure if I was going to continue collecting those series, so I do have those put away. Another thing, I am using this phone, holder thing, and it's my first time using it, so if the video's a little crooked or it gets shaky at some point, that's the reason why, but I'm not used to it yet, and so I need to practice with it. But first off, we have my top shelf. Also, there is a few new volumes on here that I have not done a haul for. I'm planning on doing a collective haul for the first half of the year next month, and then I will be doing monthly hauls again because I have gotten back into manga and anime, and it's something that I really do want to start collecting again. So yeah, we'll just start with the top shelf. The top shelf is half my completed series and standalones, and then there's also one random one up there that doesn't go up there, and then also half my kind of just like BL shelf, I guess. First off, we have the first volume of My Androgynous Boyfriend. That is so good. It's really flippin' adorable. I highly recommend it. Then we have Solanin. I recently actually reread Solanin for the first time since my last year of high school. And in my last year of high school, I found the characters to be really annoying. And this time around, I found them to be really relatable. And I don't know what that says about me. Then we have Kindred Spirits on the Roof, the complete collection, which is a Yuri manga, and it's super adorable. It goes along with a visual novel, and I've never played the visual novel, but I still found the manga very, very adorable. And then we have Olympos, which is really, really interesting, and I can't really speak about it without giving away spoilers, but it's really interesting. Then we have She and Her Cat, another really cute little manga. I don't really know how to describe it. It's about this cat and his love for his human. Yeah, and then we have The God's Lie. I know a lot of people have read The God's Lie. So if you haven't yet, I don't want to like give away anything, but I don't know. I don't know if it deserved all the hype it got, but I did enjoy it. Then we have Living Stone, volumes 1 through 4, complete. It's really good. If you like stuff that's very bittersweet, I think you would like that. Then we have the first 3 volumes of number 6. I'm still trying to decide if I want to complete number 6. I think that I do. But it's like sci-fi dystopian world kind of. Then we have Bloody Mary, which is just cheesy vampires. Love cheesy vampires. And then the second shelf, we have my cheesy high school / college romance collections. So we have My Little Monster, I Hear the Sunspot, and then Kase-san, and so My Little Monster, cheesy high school romance, girl falls for bad boy who doesn't end up being a bad boy. And then we have I Hear the Sunspot, which is a cheesy college romance. If you haven't read I Hear the Sunspot, it is, I call it cheesy college romance, but it's much more than just a cheesy college romance. I say it's cheesy because the main character is very ditzy, but it's really deep, actually, and sweet. And it just gives you an insight into things that you don't normally think about, in my opinion. Then we have Kase-san and, which is probably my favorite Yuri series of all time. It is about these two girls who meet in high school, and then they just kind of click and they start dating, and it's kind of about their journey together and deciding, you know, do we want to live our lives together and things like that. It's really, really sweet. Then we have my third shelf, which I don't really have a name for, but it's all the volumes of D. Gray Man that I have, and then all the volumes of The Case Study of Vanitas that I have. D. Gray Man is so hard to explain that I'm not even going to try. Just, somebody probably has a video on explaining D. Gray Man. And then The Case Study of Vanitas, which is like steampunk, vampires, and I think there's like a weird secret society or something like that. It's been a while since I read it, and I never read the fourth volume. That's on my reread list this year. So now I'm going to try and move the camera. Sorry if it's shaky. Again, I've never used this camera holder before. Sorry. Okay. Then we have my anime shelf, which is just the shelf that I put all of my anime on currently. It's probably not going to stay there forever, but I just wanted it there for right now. Oh, I haven't been talking about like my figurines or anything like that. I have Funko Pops on here. I have an Elias one up at the top, and then I have those two, Todoroki and Bakugo. Those are also by the same company that does Funko Pop, but I'm not sure what they're called. And then I have a little actual Japanese figurine of Nagisa up by D. Gray Man from Free. But that's just all my anime that I currently have. I have Akira, Cowboy Bebop, 3 of the box sets of Fairy Tail, the Final Fantasy VII movie, The Boy and the Beast, Yu-Gi-Oh!, The Dark Side of Dimensions, and then the Collector's Deluxe Edition of Yuri on Ice. Then we have my Tokyo Ghoul collection. I have all of Tokyo Ghoul volumes 1 through 14, and then I have volumes 1 through 4 of Tokyo Ghoul Re, and I have 2 of the light novels, Days and Void. I am still planning on getting the other light novel from Tokyo Ghoul, but I don't know when that's going to be. Then we have just some series that I wasn't really sure where to put. We have the first 2 volumes of Bungo Stray Dogs. Then we have the first 3 volumes of Noragami, and then the first volume of Natsume's Book of Friends. Those are all series that I do want to continue, but I'm not continuing right now. They're not my main focus right now. And then the next shelf is all the manga that I'm not sure I'm going to continue. We have Naruto Volume 1. I'm probably going to continue that one, but I'm just not sure. And I just realized I quit describing the manga. If you don't know Tokyo Ghoul is about this guy who lives in a universe where ghouls are a thing and ghouls eat people, and he almost gets eaten by a ghoul, and then he gets saved by a doctor, by that doctor putting implants of the ghoul's intestines into his own, and he turns into a half ghoul, and it's just him like kind of coming to terms with that fact that he has to eat humans now to survive. Bungo Stray Dogs, I honestly haven't read yet. I keep meaning to, and I keep forgetting to, but I am super excited to read it. Noragami is about a god and I really can't remember any of it, even though I've read all 3 of those volumes. Go me. And then Natsume's Book of Friends is probably one of my favorite series of all times. The anime especially. I love the anime. The anime is my favorite series of all time. And I love the book series as well. It's about this boy who can see yokai, and he found out that his grandmother could also see yokai, but his grandma wasn't exactly the nicest of people, and so she would go around and steal or fight yokai and take their names, which means that she would have control over them. And she collected them all into a book, and she called it her Book of Friends. But after she would do that, she would completely ignore all of them, and she was mean to them. And it was kind of crazy. But it's a super sweet series. The anime especially, I'm not like a person who cries very easily, but I get teary-eyed almost every episode. It's just a good series, and I would highly recommend it. And if you can see it, down at the bottom, we have, again, these are series that I'm not sure if I'm going to continue. I kind of want to continue them. Sorry, like I said, I'm figuring out this stand thing that I'm using. On the third to last shelf, we have series that I'm not sure I'm continuing, but I will probably eventually continue most of these. We have Naruto. I think I just completely pronounced that wrong. Naruto? There we go. That's how most people pronounce it. I'm not sure. I don't care. I flip-flop back and forth. Then we have Blue Exorcist. I'm not sure if I'm continuing Blue Exorcist, just because, like, it's been on hiatus for so long, and I'm just not sure if I'm willing to put that much energy into it just to have an incomplete story. Then we have Ace Attorney Volume 1. I know I'm not going to be continuing that series, mostly because I just got it because I was in a big Ace Attorney mood at the time, and I'm not as into it as I was at the time, but I still love it, and I love having that volume of manga, but I don't have any desire to collect any more of them. And then we have the first volume of Fairy Tail, which I have for nostalgic sake. Fairy Tail was really the anime that got me into anime, and I just kind of bought like the first few volumes just because I was thinking about collecting them, and I just don't like the art style at all, especially in the very beginning. And if you've been on my channel before, you'd know I'm an absolute art snob, and I hate that about myself sometimes, but I can't even really look inside of it because the art just makes me so like, what? And then the next volume, we have the first volume of The Red, the Light, and the, I still don't know how to pronounce that word, Akashi? If you know how to pronounce it, like, can you leave, like, how to pronounce it in the comments? Because I'm still not sure, which I thought was a BL series, but it turns out, I found out recently that it's a manga based off of, like, a horror video game, and I'm just like, really? So, I might continue that one, it depends. And then we have the first 4 omnibuses of Yu-Gi-Oh!, which I will be eventually continuing. I love Yu-Gi-Oh!, but I'm not in the mood to continue it right now. Next, we have the first Visbig omnibus of... I've completely forgotten how to pronounce that, even though my best friend told me how to pronounce that because she's the one who introduced me to the series. You can see the title, I think. I don't know. I still haven't read that. I keep meaning to. Again, I have so many volumes of manga that I'm just like, I really should read this, and I want to read this, but I'm not in the mood to read it right this second, so I'm not going to. I literally just read the first volume of To Your Eternity 2 days ago, and I've had it digitally. I've had it on my Kindle since I got my Kindle in like 2017, and I'm just like, why did it take so long for me to read this? I've had it for like 3 years, and it's good. No, is it? It's been 4 years, hasn't it? Wow. Next we have the first 3 Vizbigs of Inuyasha. Again, I've read the first one. I haven't read the second or third one, but it's been on my list to reread, and I just haven't done it yet, and I keep meaning to. But that's the way it is, I guess. That's all of my manga. Excuse me. Oh, and then I have that Soul Eater Funko Pop. And then I have Keith and Shiro down on the bottom, because I couldn't figure out where I wanted to put them, so I just set them there. These aren't all my Funko Pops. I have shelves of Funko Pops above my bed, which you'll probably see because the next video that I have up is going to be a room tour, because I've been wanting to do a room tour for years, and the room is actually looking how I kind of want it to look now. I share a room with my sister, and it's just kind of been like, we've had clashing aesthetics. I don't know why I'm talking about it in this video. Next we have my DVDs. All of my movies and stuff are down here. So we have my Star Trek and Tron collection right there. That's kind of crooked, and a DVD that I want to give to my best friend if she wants it is sitting there on top. And then we have my DC movies. And then on the bottom, I don't think you can see all of them, but we have Jurassic Park and Spider-Man, and then some TV shows. I know I have Bones, and all of the Matrix, and there's just like a bunch of DVDs down there, because that's where my DVDs go. And I think that's it for this video. I guess we can sweep back up. That's all. Well, it just popped off the stand. Sorry about that, guys. But there's my manga shelf. I'm very happy with it, and I'm super excited to start collecting manga again. So, yeah, thank you for watching. Sorry I rambled. Again, it's been a long time since I filmed a video, and I'm just happy to be filming again. So, yes, thank you for watching. Bye!